Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time. Either way, I am very appreciative that you all are here. So let's get into it because this is a fun one. We are talking about what do they find attractive about you, the person that is currently on your mind. And this is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across it, it is the person that you are thinking about or that is on your mind for this reading. And I want to get into some really good, juicy details. Obviously we're going to get, some characteristics, some physical characteristics of what they might find attractive about you specifically in that way. But I really do want to also tune into the energy of, how they feel emotionally. What do they find attractive about you in that way, spiritual way, even some personality characteristics, the full package. I want to get as much as we can as what lights them up when they either see you or think of you. What is it that they find attractive about you? Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the way the reading is going to go today. We're going to start with, of course, the tarot, and then we're going to get into some of the oracle. And we have some pretty big decks today, so keep that in mind when I'm shuffling. It's a little trickier with these big decks, but I thought it was fitting because I really feel like there's going to be a lot of big details of what they find attractive for you. So let's get into the pile selection. So pile one, we have this piece of dyed purple agate stone. Purple agate, we're going to call it. And with your reading today, we are using the Fairy Tarot deck for pile one. Pile two, we have this orange dyed piece of agate stone. Browns, oranges, yellows, but mainly orange. And we are using the Druid Craft Tarot deck. Bit of a gloss in this card. So pile two, the Druid Craft Tarot deck with the orange agate stone. Pile three, we have this blue or turquoise dyed agate stone for your reading today. And we will be using the Enchanted Forhaxa Tarot deck for today's reading, pile three. So, just to review real quick, and feel free to pause at this time if you need to, but for those of you that need a quick review, we have the Fairy Tarot deck with the purple agate, the Druid Craft Tarot deck with the orange agate, and the Enchanted Forhaxa with the turquoise agate. So, I'm excited. I really feel like there's going to be some juicy tips and details and everything that we are looking for. And I hope you find what you're looking for too, as far as from this person's energy of what they find attractive. Hopefully it aligns with what you also see in yourself, but we'll see. This is their perspective. Also, if you have more than one person on your mind for this reading, feel free to pick another pile and get some more, messages on this topic. So that being said, I am looking forward to this, so let's get right into it. I'll see you over there, guys. Bye. Hey everyone, and welcome to your reading. So if you chose the purple agate stone, and or if you chose the Fairy Tarot deck, then this is your reading today, and I'm excited to get into it. So our question we are asking is, what do they find attractive about you? What juicy details could we tune into as far as, physically what they find attractive about you, physically, how they view you in that way? Also, spiritually, emotionally, do they have any feelings for you? Is their feelings guiding them toward you? Also, what do they like about your personality? Or any other, defining characteristics that we could gather or see with the tarot. So let's get into it. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being here today. And then with the energy. Okay, here we go. We're going to get 4 cards, and then we're going to get some clarifiers or extra details that could add to what we already are seeing. So the person on Pile 1's mind, what do they find attractive about Pile 1? What do they find attractive about you, Pile 1? This person on your mind. Whoa. So we have the Lovers coming up. This is our first major arcana. And it's card number 6. It's Gemini energy. Gemini energy is air, an air sign. True love that is long lasting. Choices made from the heart. A return to good health. Now, I'm getting a few messages already with the Lovers, but this could represent how they view you guys. And we got it with the 10 of Summer, which is the 10 of Cups. They find you super attractive. You might already be in a commitment with them. This might be your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend. And if it's not, this person views you in the energy that they could see you in their future, that you would provide them with abundance and happiness and joy. Like, that is super attractive to them. Now, we got the 4 of Winter coming up in reverse. This is the 4 of Swords, guys, in reverse. I'm getting the impression that they are feeling pulled toward you. They could really have been in deep reflection. You could be really on their mind a lot. And it could have felt like non-action for some of you. But it's almost like there's a siren call that they're awakening up to from a slumber. I don't know. That's just the imagery I'm getting. Let's see. Let's get our last card, and then we're going to get some more. What do they find attractive? We got the 2 of Spring coming up in reverse. Yeah. This is the 2 of Wands in reverse. They're getting out of some sort of stuck energy when it comes to you. It's almost like they are feeling that they are ready. Something about the current energy, they are finding themselves magnetically aligned and driven toward you in some sort of happy union. Let's see. Whoa, that's a pretty interesting message to come up, Pile 1. Why is the Lovers here, Spirit? What do they find attractive about Pile 1? All right, so we got 2 cards coming up, both kind of sideways. We got the Princess of Winter and the 6 of Winter. I'm not sure if that wanted to come up or not. Spirit, should we keep these? Okay, Spirit says yes. So 6 of Winter is the 6 of Swords, and that feels like someone walking away or leaving something behind, sailing away into a new future. Now it's coming with the Princess of Winter. Now the princess in this deck is the Pages. Inquisitive, truthful, realistic, undiplomatic. Someone moving or wanting to move in your direction. I feel like there's going to be some sort of respect. A decision that is being made is being founded on some sort of respect for you. This person could be walking away from something in their past. We will find out. But either way, I feel that they view you as someone that they want to communicate with. They want to find out more about you. This is someone that is very inquisitive at this point. Now, they could also find that attractive about you. If you and this person are getting to know each other, for example, right now, if you're dating or talking on texting or whatever that looks like for you, I feel like they enjoy that. They really do value that. It's helping them make a decision toward you. Something about communication. All right, let's see. 10 of Summer, Spirit. Whoa. We got a lot of these wanting to pop up. Three of Winter in reverse. Wow. Kind of is giving the energy of Father Christmas. I don't know where that's coming from. Not even, I can't even say Santa. It's like Father Christmas. And then we got a bear spirit. And it's coming up in reverse. It's giving the energy of healing, someone having hibernated and coming out of hibernation. And I already picked up on that energy with the Four of Winter and the Two of Wands, Two of Springs coming up, because I feel like what is they're finding attractive about you is the energy that they see or feel when they think about you or when you are in their presence. They feel safe. They feel very joyful. It's giving like childlike joy when they're around you or in your energy. It's healing. They find that very attractive. Something about you is healing. This could also feel spiritual in a way. All right. So we have two, and we're going to say Queen of Spring. Wow. Here we go with the Queen of Wands. Brilliant, loyal, talented, friendly. Now, once again, the spring is wands. It's fire energy. Some of you might be a Sag, Leo, Aries. Take it as it resonates. But if they're viewing you, and you could be man, you could be woman, it doesn't matter. It's energy. So Queen of Wands is giving the energy of they find you super gorgeous. In my opinion, I always get the energy that the Queen of Wands is the best looking queen and all the queens are beautiful in their own way. But something about the Queen of Wands is just very passionate, divine. And it doesn't, it's almost like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Someone that views you as their perfect, aligned person because they just feel super. I keep saying super, but that energy of just getting turned on by you. And that could have been what their Four of Winter energy was when they've been hibernating. Like they could have been, pleasing themselves, thinking about you. That could be for some of them. I mean, I'm getting the energy that they're very passionate. So that's a lot of what they find attractive about you, Pawan, okay? So we have the Five of Summer coming up, which is the Five of Cups coming up in reverse. Now, we could keep it with the Queen of Wands, but I feel called to just keep it with the Two of Wands in reverse. The energy again of healing. We got the Three of Swords and the Five of Summer coming up in the reversal, which for me as the reader, I'm getting more of the energy of someone coming out of a dark phase or a phase of indecision, stuck energy that they're leaving behind. And they're headed towards something that's beckoning them, something that's calling them out of this winter. And that's your energy. That's what they're feeling magnetically pulled toward, okay? I'm really getting that strongly. Now, Three of Wands in reverse, the energy of them almost at odds now. Like this could be some of their conflict of moving towards you. But again, this is not what our reading is about. But for some of you that could resonate if there is stuck energy. But I think inside this person is just genuinely attracted toward you, like being called in, like now I'm thinking of Batman being called in back to the Batcave, like just knowing exactly where to go with the Ten of Cups. It just feels a lot of comfort when it comes to your energy that they find very beautiful and very, and it's funny because it says friendly and, the Queen of Wands, she is he or she, again, you could be man or woman, it doesn't matter, but they could be very energetic as far as extroverted. It's fire energy. I'm a Leo, so I'm super extrovert when I'm out. That's just who I am, and sometimes I'm not. it really depends on where I'm at, what my energy is like. So I feel like the Queen of Wands could teeter in her emotion depending on her energy or how she's feeling. But with this being upright, I feel like this person views you as someone that is just always shining, bright, always just socially engaging. They might see you in that sense, like you're just happy in whatever it is that you are doing. So I want to get, is there anything I want to see? Yes. With the Three of Swords, is this past energy between you and this person? With the Five of Summer, is this past energy, Spirit, between Pile 1 and this person? Or is this Pile 1's person's energy from something or someone totally different? Queen of Cups. Okay. For some of you, this could have been someone that this person is moving on from. Also getting like a motherly figure with the Queen of Cups coming up. They could be wanting that type of nourishment, that type of energy that they weren't getting. That could be something that they're healing. That could be what they feel toward you. You could represent both queens, guys, is my point. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This could have been past energy between you and this person too. And they may not have offered you something in the past. Or they may not have been ready. Although they see you as a Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups, like someone that would bring them happiness. Someone that would be loving, comforting, emotional. Yet, what they find attractive about you is you're also like that lady or fella that's just sexy and magnetic. So it's not just the motherly or the maternal vibe that they get from you. And again, I feel like that's a very strong compliment. It's almost like the energy that they want, that they might be trying to manifest or have been manifesting. I'm almost getting the energy that like in their own childhood, they may not have had that Queen of Cups around them in some way. And so now that they see that with you, it's almost like that's what they want. That's what they want in their future. Wow, I got that very strong. And yet they feel also passionate about you. It's not just about Queen of Cups energy, because I feel like that wouldn't be good enough for them. That's not what they would want. More than just that energy, they would want someone that they could also like feel passionate about and creative, like in a zest for life. And that's the energy I feel that you're exuding. Why is the Five of Summer here, Spirit? Is this, what is this? And Two of Springs. Ooh, okay. That's the World. Wow, guys. Okay, they're ending something. And something new is beginning with you. That's what they are attracted to right now. Some of you might already know that they're ending something or have been through some sort of something in their past experience. I'm not getting that it's you though. I'm getting that they've healed from something, okay? However, you and this person could have been at bay because of that. That could have been what the interference is for those of you that has not grounded this connection into 3D. And that's a side note because again, where the reading is about what they find attractive about you. But what I am getting is they want a new beginning. They want a fresh start. They want a brilliant success. And they feel ready, guys. Now, this is a major arcana. We got two coming up for this reading. We got the Lovers and the World. It feels like future. It feels like that's what they are guided toward. Okay? Bottom of the deck is the 10 of Winter, but something is ending or something has ended in their life. And that is what they are. And maybe it's because of you that has ended. I'm getting the message for some of you. Okay? That they know you're the person. With the Lovers too, it just feels very divine. It feels very like they feel they met their match. They feel they met their person. And there's two queens coming up, the Queen of Summer and the Queen of Cups, which are beautiful, is beautiful energy that they are attracted to when it comes to you. Like it doesn't feel, it feels more compassionate, more, I'm gonna be honest, your energy is coming through more in the feminine. So take that as it resonates. And I'm getting the energy of someone that is just really sensual, divine, and luring them in with your intoxication. I feel like they're intoxicated. Okay. Let's see. Why is the Lovers here, Spirit? Let's get some details. What do they find attractive? What is it exactly that they find attractive about someone, Spirit? We got the Four of Summer popping up. Yeah, I feel like they could have, this could have been a false start at one point with you and this person. So we got the King of Pentacles. No, I don't know why I said that. This is the King of Wands. Wow. And the Queen of Wands. That's the Lovers. This is divine. They feel like you're their divine counterpart. That's incredible, Spirit. Thank you for clarifying. So I wanted that energy for the Lovers because, the Lovers to me could go a lot of ways. In this reading, I am not getting a choice or decision. That's already obvious that this person is choosing you with the Lovers coming up for this reading, okay? As a new beginning. Now, with it being clarified as the King of Wands, innovative, inspiring, wise, theatrical, dramatic in some way. Gosh, you might feel it. You and this person could have like this crazy whirlwind, subtle connection going on, guys. I'm feeling the energy. And they love it. It is driving them wild. King of Wands is that person that wants to passionately move forward. And with it, with the Six of Swords, it's like that's what they're moving forward. They're sailing away from something in their past, guys. And trust me when I say the urgency that they feel toward you, like they are turned on. Even just with the Queen of Wands being here, but now we got the King of Wands, like they are on fire for you. Okay? Wow. Whoa. All right. But they don't want to go into their emotion. They are feeling very logical about you. So this is interesting because you're coming up as the second queen of the Queen of Cups. And this person's second king is coming up as the King of Winter. So whereas they view you as someone that is more emotional, they actually like that, guys. Because I don't feel like this person on your mind is that person that is able to they might do it in a different way, but to able to share their feelings, they may have a hard time expressing themselves. They may be very, logical thinkers, unemotional in that regard, but I feel like their emotion would come through in their passion for you in maybe in the bedroom. That's what they fantasize about. But I feel like your day-to-day energy with this person would be more so, also mysterious. Where people would look at you and them. This is what this is the energy that's coming through, guys, and I feel like I meant to say it out loud, but this person like thinks that if you and this person are together, and you might be with this person already, okay? That people would view you as like, wow, look at that couple. I wonder what it's like behind closed doors. Because there's an energy of mystery that this person likes that exudes between you and them. Because with this being the King of Winter, which feels like ice, and then we got the Queen of Summer, which feels like summer, winter, summer. It's like you cool this person cools you off, but you heat them up. Okay. Wow. This person is super passionate, guys. That's the energy I'm getting from the Pharaoh. The tarot, the fairy tarot. Wow, I combined that for some reason. What did I say? The Pharaoh. Either way, it's like a combination. You guys are like almost symbiotic. If you're feeling this person's energy, they feel your energy, or they want to. They can't stop thinking about you. Okay. And it's bringing them a lot of like happiness too. So let's move on to the oracle. This is juicy. This is the fire energy I'm getting a lot of. But also air, and of course cups. I'm getting it all, but the fire is coming through just with the passion, and with the king and Queen of Wands being the divine counterpart for each other with the lovers. It's like, what a cool queen and king to be the divine counterpart of. Like, you are enticing this person's passion. Something about your energy is waking them up in that sense. And you and this person, I already sense, will have a fiery connection. It's going to be great. Your behind closed doors energy. Let's get the divine animal. Now I'm curious. What divine animal is this person? How do they view you? What is the energy of the animal that they view you as? Or any divine animal messages that could help us of what they find attractive about you? We got 2 cards coming up. And I only want one though. Spirit. And also, let me shuffle it one more time. And did I cut the deck? Just because I'm saying it out loud. I just got lost in the passion for a second. I'm not gonna lie. All right, Spirit, what divine animal propel one's person's energy? Give you Pal One. Yes, how do I see Pal One? 2 cards. Okay, we're taking it. The Jackal. Oh my gosh, and the Jaguar. All right. Release. Okay, that feels passionate. This is card number 9, Hermit energy through that number. But keep in mind the Jaguar, it looks like they're moving and rushing forward in a passionate way. It's giving the King of Wands energy just with this beautiful cat. Leopard. Reminds me of Cloud Strife. Cloud Strife is a Bengal mix, and he has really cute spots on his belly, and you could see it through his dark fur. And prey. I'm thinking of prey. But yeah, if they've been hermiting or non-action, they're releasing. They are fantasizing about you. That's for sure. And they have their eyes on you guys. And honestly, now we got the Jackal, truth. So I do feel like they are getting some insights when it comes to your energy too. 44, I hate breaking or adding that number together just because it feels like a divine number. But 4s could mean something that's Emperor energy. And 44. So the idea of this person just getting into their energy and their dominance, I don't know, I'm getting that fierce. They're looking at you as someone that they want to I was going to say dominate, but I don't want to scare anyone. I don't think they want to do it in a bad way. I think it's in a passionate way. But I will say the energy also of balance, yin yang, just with these 2. The Jackal is giving a lot of Egypt energy, past life. This person really views you in a strong way, guys. Okay? Bottom of the deck energy is fruit bat, flying fox. And then we got kindness. That could be the Queen of Cups energy, how they view you. They could look at you as that like light-hearted energy. The 10 of Summer too is giving the vibe of just someone that is just highly spirited, fluttering around in nature, maybe in your own world, but also that Queen of Wands energy too, where fire, passionate, sexy, foxy, flying fox, maybe, they view you as someone that's just fluttering around and doing your own thing. They find that very attractive. You might be distracted. You also could be hanged man energy, is the vibe I'm getting too. Someone that's just in their own world. And kindness is such a beautiful, also characteristic that's coming through for you, like especially with the Queen of Summer. Because Queen of Cups is very kind. She's the queen that's, like I said earlier, maternal, like someone that you could count on, that's loyal and loving and supportive, that will give you the best hug if you need one. So they view you in that sensual, beautiful way, along with that sexy, passionate way that turns them on. That's the best combo, I think. Okay. So let's get a flower for you. How do they view you? What flower in their minds? What message? What blossom wisdom message could we see, spirit, of how this person views pile one? Okay, two are coming out. Oh wow, dandelion, and we got the violet. Okay, new opportunity, adaptability, and of course whenever I see the dandelion, and it's actually on my calendar right now, I have the Eckhart Tolle calendar, and maybe one or two of you have the same calendar. I don't know. I love Eckhart Tolle, and there's really good messages every month, but in the month of July, which I for some reason already have it on July, is a whole bunch of dandelions. It's like making wishes, making a wish. That's the energy I get because I loved making wishes on dandelions when I was young. So that almost feels like this person has hope. They're really attracted to the idea that you are, could be, it feels like a wish come true for them. And again, like the energy of just floating in the air when you blow the dandelion, and it just the petals fly off so easily, delicately. That's the vibe they get, like from the fruit bat when they think about you. That's cute, fruit bat. We also got violet, which is insights, humility. The energy of them might having a spiritual feeling about you. This is giving the crown chakra energy, and third eye with blue. They are getting more conscious, and I feel like in their own spiritual, enlightenment, whatever that may be for them, they're waking up to what it is. Because again, if they're healing from something, which I'm getting a strong energy of, and like I said, for some of you it could be you and this person reuniting or refreshing, and this could be healing from something that you and this person experienced. But for the majority of you, this person is coming in with a healed heart. That's the energy I'm getting currently. They are healed, and if there is stuck energy, that might change. They might come forward, because they are gaining a lot of insights. They're being humbled in some way, especially when it comes to love. Wow, sunflower at the bottom of the deck. This is giving fire energy again. Sunflower reminds me of Leo energy, just with the sun. We got positivity, growth, and time sensitive. This is summer season. Some of you might be really as hot as us Chicagoans are right now, or I should say Midwest in general. People in Illinois, I should say, just because it's been a super heat wave this week. I hope everyone's taking care of themselves. Passion flower coming in as well. Again, to go back to that passion, the mystery awareness. Wow, this is all connected, guys. I do feel like they value you. You are their divine counterpart. I think they see that. They're getting many insights about this, guys. Whatever they are leaving behind, if it is someone in their past, they are not looking back. I don't think they want to. They really want to catch your energy. Okay, so let's see. Any messages? I thought it would be interesting to add in roses and love messages, and then we're going to get into your final oracle. And I'm looking at the clock. Hard to see. Is it 30 or 36? I can't tell. maybe 30, 38, 30, 38. Wow, that's my number. So, sorry, I'm looking at my phone because that's where I'm filming, and it's like in a little bitty area, there is the time. So, let's not focus on time though, because this is juicy, and I want to see what messages that this person, what do they find attractive? What could you tell us, Spirit? Thank you so much for being here for this energy. I love this energy. This person really can't stop. I'm not surprised. So let's see. I can't keep pretending that I'm okay without you. Yeah, if you guys are not speaking, or if there is some sort of false start that happened between you and this person, if they've been in the energy of healing, that's what I'm feeling as far as like them focusing on you, fantasizing about you, and thinking about that future and what it would feel like. And oh wow, I crave you. Yeah. I'm feeling it in my sacral, guys. I'm not gonna lie. But that could just be me, because it's been a while. It's been a long time. All right, I can't keep pretending that I'm okay without you. And I crave you. Yeah, guys, this person, it's definitely this person too, though. This person is craving you in a very sexual way, but I also feel like it's also in a logical way. Like, I really do feel they've thought this through. And this is something that they've wished for. They may have been trying to manifest you. Everything reminds me of you. Yeah, they can't get you out of their mind. Even in their waking hours, I feel, they might have a lot going on. But again, if they're in that healing energy, if they've healed from something, they may be nervous about starting something new. So that could be where the block is. But wow, I'm afraid you will forget about me, but I wouldn't blame you. So if they're taking too long, guys, if you've sensed them in stuck energy, but this resonates with you, that you feel that this could be your person, and that's how they feel towards you, I'm curious what that's about. Especially if they've been healing. But I'm getting more so in this reading that what they find attractive about you is that they feel healed. You have some sort of healing energy to you that they love. So I'm wondering, let's get one more. I want to break this no contact. Okay, that's what I was wanting to see, if they're going to move forward or if something's going to happen. And I feel like they are at this moment, the precipice, the moment where they are understanding that this is not what they want. They don't want this no contact, guys. And it's getting very difficult. It's almost like they're at their breaking point. So, bottom of the deck, I am wrapped up in unhealthy coping mechanisms. But that could be true for some of this person. That could be what's blocking them. They could be, trying to block this in some way. And especially because they're coming up as the King of Swords, they could be thinking that, maybe it's best that they block your energy, distracting themselves in some way. It could be unhealthy coping mechanisms. Take that as it resonates. In the 3D, it could be anything from, well, we don't have to speculate, but the idea here is that they could be trying to block it, or have been, especially if they were in the healing phase. Okay, so keep that in mind, as far as having grace with this person. If this resonates, again, if this doesn't sound like your person, this is not the energy, then feel free to, take only what fits for you. But even though we only have two major arcana coming up for this, I feel like that's the two major arcana that has come out is strong indicators that there's a future that this person wants with you, with the world, and then with the lovers. So, Spirit, as we close out the reading, what message, advice, or even further detail of what this person finds attractive about Pile 1 Spirit that we could land in this reading with for Pile 1. So much for coming through this energy. So, activation, playfulness. I like it. Fire energy is coming through too. Adventure. Guys, I'm feeling it. So, I'm getting more Egypt vibes. Oh, this is Mongolia. Just because of the camel and the desert, the Silk Road. How beautiful. Card number 3, the Empress. Didn't we get 4s? Yeah, I believe we did at one certain point. I think the jackal maybe. It's buried. The idea though is the Emperor and now the Empress energy with the 3 is coming up. Adventure. This is what they are finding attractive about you. I'm getting the energy that they feel that they would take adventures with you, maybe travel with you. They would be in that playful energy of just having those experiences that they may be missing in their life right now. And I feel like with the 10 of Cups, like that's the future they see when it comes to you. I'm also getting with the camel energy that, even though they're coming through as King of Wands, they could be keeping themselves from rushing forward. Camel could be very slow, but it could also be very fast. I would love to ride a camel. I would love to visit Egypt. Mongolia too. The Silk Road sounds cool. But then we also have card number 31, which Woodstock, New York could mean something, but I'm getting that energy of the 70s that could mean something for some of you as well. Hippie vibes, peace, love, happiness type of energy, playfulness, flirty vibes. They're getting that feeling of what they find attractive about you is knowing that this is being activated within them. They know that this is the type of connection they would have when it comes to you. And this could be what they have been missing in their life. That might not have been the energy with this healing that they're getting through. And with activation, card number 2, it's giving the energy of lovers, 2 people, 2 of Cups. 2 could also represent the High Priestess, moon energy, but we're getting fire. Humans discovering fire, Africa, something being ignited within. With the sunflower. Yeah, guys, I'm getting such vibrancy from this person when they think about you. And wow, it might be mutual. But if this person is hiding this, if you don't see this, this is what's happening behind closed doors. This is what they find attractive about you guys, okay? The cards don't lie and the energy doesn't lie either. Like, I just feel pumped. I feel excited for you. So, whatever is going on in this connection, I'm not sure. But I do feel like peace, abundance, wow, courage. Maybe that is what they are trying to produce. But I do feel like they will, ride through the storm to get to you. So if they are going through their own life challenges, what they're headed toward and what they think about, and again, abundance, card number 1 feels like a new beginning, an ace, peace, like you're the full package. I feel you're their divine counterpart. That's the energy for those of you that understand that language. But really what it means is someone that views you as the perfect match, a perfect person for them. Because that's the type of person that they want to feel this activation within, that fire. They may have been dull at one point or dulled, and now I'm getting an itchy palm. So that feels like a synchronicity or a confirmation. So that being said, this is where we're going to leave your reading, and I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it made sense for this person that you're thinking about, and hopefully I'll see you again. Bye, guys. Hey, everyone, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the orange agate stone, and or if you chose the Druid Craft tarot deck, then this is your reading pile 2, and I'm excited. So we're going to get right into it. Plus, these are hard to shuffle just because they're such big cards. So I want to make sure I don't waste time with the shuffle. So as we're tuning into the energy, I'm excited because we're going to get some details as far as like how they view you, what is their perspective of what they find attractive about you physically, emotionally, spiritually, even for some of you. Also, your personality traits, anything that how they view you, and what makes them excited when they think about you or when they see you. Okay, what would it be about you? So, Spirit, thank you so much for tuning in today, for the energy as always, for our Pile 2 collective today, as we are tuning into the energy of the person on Pile 2's mind and asking, what do they find attractive about Pile 2? The person on Pile 2's mind. What do they find attractive about Pile 2? So we're going to take this up right. Princess of Wands. So now the princess is the page. And this feels like a creative spark that they have for you. Something about your energy makes them excited. I'm kind of getting that even before we started. Let's see. What do they find attractive about you, Pile 2? What do they find attractive? Any details? 3 cards. Any detail, Spirit, of what the person on Pile 2's mind finds attractive? The moon. Ooh, I'm getting a quality of mystery. They may not know what's going on with you. Something about your energy might be closed off to them or a little bit aloof. You might be that person that doesn't really, I'm the opposite sometimes, as a Leo fire energy. But again, maybe with this person, for you, it depends on the person, but I'm getting the energy of them in the middle of the night. Like, look at these two howling at the moon, which to me feels like excitement. This is also a crescent moon. It looks like the third quarter moon, if that means anything for anyone. Also, this is our first major arcana. Again, card number 18, Pisces energy. And with the moon being here, I would also say Cancer energy. Princess of Wands, like I mentioned earlier, is the page in this deck. And the page, it could be any of the fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Okay, so we have 8 of Wands coming up in reverse. They view you as someone that doesn't take swift action. You don't make rash decisions. You might not be someone that is spontaneous. Like I said, I'm getting more that they view you as someone that's more mysterious and a little bit introverted when you're around them. Wow, we have the Queen of Swords, someone who is confident, powerful. Now, whether you're man or woman, the energy that I'm getting is a little bit of fire, but a lot of respect. With the Queen of Swords, it's someone that is maybe even a little intimidating. They might put you on a pedestal, meaning that they place you on such high value that it might be difficult for them to take action. That could also be a message for some of you. If this is some sort of crush, for example, I feel like this person might even be surprised of how much they feel excited about you. Let's see. What else do they find attractive about Pile 2, Spirit? Pile 2's mind. So we got the lady coming out. Oh my god, I love this. Now the lady in this deck, if you haven't guessed, it's card number 3. Take a moment. Major Arcana, the Empress. So we have a lot of signifiers that this person really puts you in high esteem. The Empress is like all the queens combined. And look at how fertile this particular lady looks. And again, whether you are male or female, take it as it resonates. This is just energy. But fertile could also be the passion, the innuendo of, well, I think you get the idea here. And it's coming up under the Page of Wands. We'll get more into details when we get into it. But let me get the rest of your cards. The Moon Spirit, what else is this person finding attractive about Pile 2? Why is the moon here? Why is the moon here, Spirit? Ooh, death. Okay, this is card number 13, another major arcana. We have 3 right now. Now, death card could feel like a lot. And right now, the energy I'm getting is someone that wants to put something behind them. It could, and what I'm getting is it could be something like non action, just because we got the Eight of Wands in reverse. But also, I feel like something about your energy is pulling them in with wanting to show or change in some way, show growth, some sort of transformation, because that's usually what I get from the death card. And with it being clarified or under the moon, this person is in deep thought over what changes they are sensing within them. And obviously, because this is a reading about what they find attractive about you, I'm getting more so that something about you is activating. Your energy is the catalyst for their change, is what I'm getting. All right, why is the Eight of Wands here, Spirit? What do they find attractive about pile 2? The Star. Ooh, and she's a little nudie, so I definitely have to cover her up. Wow. You're a wish fulfillment to them. You're the hope. Now, with it coming under Eight of Wands, this could be where getting the energy of this being a slow burn, guys. Kind of like when you see a trail of a shooting star across the sky. If you're lucky enough in your lifetime to see something, to see a shooting star, for example, and it's almost like time slows down. It's like slow motion, and that kind of is what the energy is. Life, almost like life goes into slow motion when you cross their path or cross their mind. And I do feel like I'm getting a very strong sense that they may not at one time have been optimistic about their future or about their romance. I'm getting a lot of energy of anxiety, maybe even a little bit of fear of taking action, or even feeling like they've had aligned action up until now, because with the Star coming up, and that could be part of what they might be changing. Again, guys, what they find attractive about you is you are activating something within them. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Ooh, it's fell on the ground again. 4 of Swords in reverse. Okay, I love that. Deep in thought, deep in reflection, and also someone that might be a little bit of a distance. And that could be attractive, like the chase, the feeling of losing someone, or even just the sense of the uninterest. They might look at you as someone that might not be interested in them. They might feel that. That might resonate with some of you. We have the Wheel, wow, which could be, now this is card number 10, another major arcana, Wheel of Fortune, Pisces energy. The energy of this feeling divinely guided. Also, it's like she's making a circle of safety or protection. There's a pentacle in her hand, some sort of ritual. And this could be something that this person is trying to manifest. I don't know. It's almost the energy of someone purposely doing something. And look at how the circle isn't closed. Maybe some of you noticed that. In this depiction, there is a little bit of an opening. And that might be where your energy is. Like this person might have walls up. Wow, we have 4 of Wands coming in right after that. This person might have walls up. I'm getting the energy, though, that they are currently a little unhappy. Something about you is sparking them or reviving them in some way. All right, let's get into it. Princess of Wands is such a really, I love this energy because it's the idea of almost like lightning being struck. You get that epiphany. You get that encouragement from the universe, from spirit, from God to do something or make a decision to move forward in some way in an aligned action. Now, because it's coming up with the Lady, which is the Empress, I feel like what they find attractive about you is not, I'm getting a few messages. One is you're instilling this energy within them, almost like when they see you, it's like, boom, like they get knocked on the head whenever they see you. Something like that, I'm getting. Even if you and them haven't seen each other, it could also be like a text message that they get from you or a thought that comes through their mind, and then they get that feeling. But I'm getting the energy that they are feeling this every time you cross their mind. Okay. Now, what I am also sensing from this is the idea that they view you as someone that is an action person, someone that doesn't make rash decisions with the Eight of Wands in reverse, but someone that takes aligned action, that you think about things. And even if you don't think long about things, you are with conviction going in the direction that with confidence. And with it, with your energy coming through as a Queen of Swords, that energy is very confident in their own right. The Queen of Swords is the queen bee. She is large and in charge. You might be someone that is professionally sound. You might be a boss of some kind, and they know that about you, and they find that very sexy. I also am getting the energy that they find you very sensual, maternal, or paternal, depending on your man or woman. And again, it's just the energy of someone that could be a caregiver. But don't get me wrong, there's passion here with the wands and the Empress. Now, the Empress, I'm not sure if this is Taurus energy, so it is grounded energy as well. It's the fruits, it's like abundance, like fruitfulness is what I'm getting that they find very attractive about you. You are full of abundance, and I'm getting the energy that they feel they would be able to have that when they are with you or if they are with you. And that could be where the transformation. Now, for you, some of you might already be with this person, and I will tell you how they feel is that you've changed them for the better. They've grown a lot since they've met you or since you've come into their life. With the moon being here too, this could be spiritual too, like that intuitive connection. I am also getting this person is often in deep reflection when it comes to you. You might be on their mind a lot. And like I said, the energy of them trying to move through, and it could also be mindset with death coming up. It could also be them moving through negative mindset or being pessimistic about their future, having anxiety or stress in some way. They are fixing it. They're fixing that. And your energy is helping. Okay. Because your energy is coming through as hopeful, and the star is card number 17. It's Aquarius. It's very healing. It's very healing, I'm getting. Okay. Now, with the Eight of Wands, couple of messages. One, I got originally that they don't view you as someone that makes decisions on a whim, that you take your time. There might be a slow burn in this connection that they are sensing, and it's really driving them wild. And because they are in slow motion or slowed down in life with this Eight of Wands in reverse, it's almost like you are consistently on their mind and they're just daydreaming about you. Oftentimes to the detriment of what they have to do on their day to day. Like they could be completely abandoning their errands or their responsibilities some days just because they're in la la land. Their head is in the stars thinking about you. I'm getting that very strongly. Now, Queen of Swords is someone to be held. And we already talked about her. I could keep going, but look at even just determination on this queen's face. She's barefoot, so she's at home. She's comfortable in her status and her power. And it feels like respect too. I know because I'm part Asian. I know Asian families, whatever type of Asian some of you might be, or we never, well, a lot of us don't wear shoes in the house. Like, you have, out of sign of respect, you take your shoes off. And that's just I don't know, that could be a synchronicity for some of you. But I'm just getting that energy of this person, like, really respecting you, really finding you to be someone of a high caliber. And like I said, it could be your professional, but it could just be your energy. Now, whether you are Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, um, that may or may not be, but that could just be, them being in their head as well. Also getting fire, like I said earlier. Okay. Wow. Are there any clarifiers, Spirit, that we want to get any more details before we move on to the oracle? We do have some oracle to get to, but I want to see. I mean, they clearly find you super physically attractive too. The Empress is gorgeous. Like I said, she's like all the queens in one. So they're putting you in a very, like, 10 out of 10 type of caliber. Okay. Good for you, pile two. Even if this isn't, and I am getting the energy, because I was just going to say, even if this isn't your person, if that makes sense. But now that I'm remembering that we do have a lot of major arcana coming through, we have 4, 5. Oh, wow. And now 2 of cups. I did do a quick shuffle. That's funny. But the wheel was under the deck earlier, guys. And so this could be a strong connection that you have with this person, for sure. I mean, this could be someone really important in your life, but even if it's not, the point I'm trying to make is they value you and they see you as someone important. That is what they find attractive, because they are, and it could be because of the moon here, but they might feel guided towards you spiritually. Like, I'm getting destiny, divine fate, divine timing for some of you, because I was looking at the third quarter moon. And oh my goodness, I'm just looking at his weapon, and it reminds me of the third quarter moon. It just popped up when I said that. So something about that. That's usually toward the end of the month. Um, Time sensitive. I believe the new moon. We're currently in that energy, but so we're not going to get the third quarter until next month, or in a few weeks. But again, this is a timeless reading. So whether or not you're viewing this at the time, third quarter moon could mean something for someone. Okay. All right. Let's move on. I want to get the energy of 8 of Wands. Ooh, I I guess that's the energy of someone not allowing them. I just realized I'm like speaking bent down. So I want to make sure you could hear me, but I just got the energy of someone like bursting to make a move, but for some reason isn't. Okay, so let's find out. Why is the 8 of Wands here? What do they find attractive about L2? Wow, the High Priestess, guys. I was getting that energy with the moon. So this is card number 2, moon energy, Cancer. We got another third quarter. Wow, that might really mean something. AKA third quarter moon could also be considered the last quarter moon. So, wow, we have 3 of those. And okay, let me get back on track. I just got lost. And we also have like and again, this is the Druid craft. So for this, it could be a magic book. But for this reading, it's almost like a manifestation journal, some sort of journal. This person really is feeling a spiritual connection with you guys. And they feel they are pulling you in. Your energy, they're magnetically pulled to your energy because they can't help it. It's almost like it's meant to be. And them howling at the moon, whether they're male or female, take it as it resonates, is them being excited in the middle of the night or when they think of you. And again, it is activating like a lot of growth within them, guys. Wow, this is a very powerful connection I'm sensing. Now we have 5 major arcana. That's a lot of cards that exudes expressiveness in the sense of how much this person is attracted to you. Bottom, wow, guys, that's okay. You can't plan this. This is unplanned, which is why it's just so powerful when you look at it. But we got the Ace of Pentacles coming up in reverse. We're getting some signs of Pentacles. Now, again, this is the Druid craft. So Pentacles is a meaningful in the Druid world, but Ace of Pentacles in reverse, this could have been someone and you that aren't really grounding this yet, but I'm telling you, they feel you're the one, guys. 2 of Cups, dude. I'm getting some very beautiful energy in these readings today. More, and this is very romantic energy, to be honest. Although this person might not be showing you with the moon here and the high priestess, this person could be hiding this from you. But I will tell you, the 2 of Cups being bottom of the deck energy right after the high priestess came up, they value you, the spirit, the feeling that they get. Okay, now I'm excited to see what animal, but the feeling that they get when they think of you, which I think is often, guys, it is a continual, it's a continual spark, like their engine is getting revved up each time they think of you or see you. And it's driving them into a drastic change or wanting to be the best versions of themselves. Wow. If you're activating that type of energy within this person, it's no wonder that you're coming up, or the 2 of Cups is coming up, because that feels like long lasting. You know, when someone is energetically lifting you up, even though you're not sure why that's happening, that's might be your person. You know, that's the person you would want to be with, someone that makes you want to be the best version, and that's how this person feels about you. Wow, how to. And if this doesn't sound like your person or the energy of this connection, if you are in a connection, then this might not be your reading, but we're already halfway through, more than halfway through this reading. So let's get into the divine animal. But because this just feels super strong, this person, what they feel for you. And even just like all these cards keep jumping up with now this deck as well. It just feels like overwhelming to them, especially if they're keeping it inside. If they're coming through as the Queen of Swords energy, that could also just mean that they are coming through in a logical way and not wanting to come through in an emotional way. Horse, but they're coming through. The energy is that what they find attractive about you is now this horse energy is called what does it say? Freedom. Wow. That's beautiful, guys. It's a white horse. And the energy I always get with the horse is movement, action. So this person feels like they want to make a move towards you. Something about your energy is attracting them. So if they're not moving yet, if they haven't been taking action, guys, they will. And it's almost like going through a different dimension. It feels like the Stargate energy, you know, like going to the unknown. But it's also bringing them a sense of freedom. So this energy is really feeling like what they find attractive about you is they are feeling light, light as a feather, and as swift as this beautiful, gorgeous horse. Um, Goat. Oh my God, you're the goat. The greatest of all times. For those of you that understand that lingo, I think is it basketball lingo? I happen to know this. I'm not really into, well, I shouldn't say that because I get in and out of sports because I'm a gambler, but that's another story. All right, but 19, so 19 is the sun energy. Wow. And that's Leo. Fire. Now, obviously, this does not look like Leo or fire, but I'm just getting that with the number 19 if we're talking about major arcana, okay? And that's card number 24 in case I didn't say that. So the goat, guys, and it says reliability. Someone that they could feel safe with. I was getting that. Someone they could take their shoes and feel at home with. That Asian vibe I was getting earlier too, of respect. Like really wanting to ground this into a respectful, beautiful connection, because with the Two of Cups coming up, guys, and the Star, like this is what they hope for. This is what they think about. This is what they dream about when it comes to you. And anything that they are moving on from, they're leaving in the past. It's because of you. Your energy is making them, you know, it's almost similar to One. I'm not going to lie. There are differences, but I'm getting the energy of like that siren call again. Like something about you is just making them want to do this, to transform, to be better. Like you're waking them up a little bit. So let's get some flower, or one flower, two flowers at most, Spirit. Blossom of wisdom, any flower messages? What flower do they view you as, or flower message? Spirit, what do they find attractive about pile two? Amaryllis, and it's a pink, beautiful flower, and it says pride and strength. I'm getting Leo energy again with strength and pride. The pride of a pack. You know, the pride feels like a group of lions. And I'm a Leo, so I always get these vivid images of stuff like that whenever I see words like this. So that's just me intuitively, picking up what I flashes in my mind whenever I see pride. Now that doesn't mean you're a Leo or not, but the energy I'm getting to is if there is non-action, this person might want to come through, get out of their own way. That could be where their block is. They could be releasing their own ego in some way. And that's what you're activating because you're so beautiful. I can't stop staring at it. Amarias. And it's such a pretty name. I'm also seeing Mary. And that Mary might be illest. You're the illest of them all. Wow. This is really cool. Mary, like marry me. Wow. For some reason, I'm playing word games. But in my real life, I am a writer, so I do love like dissecting words. Although sometimes it's hard to find like different words to say things when I channel. I'm working on it though, but let's see. Let's get another flower. And that could just be my Chicago. But when I'm sitting there writing, it's different. All right, forget me not. Eternal memory, fidelity. So if you and this person, or if this person feels like they're in a disconnect with you or a separation, they haven't forgotten about you. And in fact, I'm just getting a lot of energy of loyalty. And that could be pride getting in the way. They don't want you to forget about them, and they sure have not forget about you. Fidelity, also the vibe of the Two of Cups. And, again, just the energy of maybe someone not putting in an offer. Placing value somewhere else. But there's no denying the energy and the vibrancy and the attraction they feel towards you guys, okay? So, wow, for some reason I'm shuffling again. I'm just going to get one more. The datura. Gosh, these feels like Spanish words. Now I'm getting a little bit. We're doing a whole world event right now and you're reading. That might mean something. Both of you might be from a different ethnicity, but I am getting like Spanish, like the Dora, Amarillas. And forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that. I have been practicing my Spanish. But we have insight and change. And we have a white flower. It's again that white imagery of the goat and the horse, which I didn't mention earlier, but that could represent love, the heart chakra. Believe it or not, heart chakra comes in greens, but it could also come in white. So I'm getting the energy of love with the Two of Cups too, the Torah. And it says insight, change. Gosh, I got really excited about that one. So bottom of the deck energy is verbena, harmony, revitalization. They're feeling really peaceful when it comes to you. This energy of heaven, this energy of lightness, and of floating on air, floating on clouds when it comes to you. Let's see what messages they would say to you, pile two, as far as roses in love. Oracle, what messages would they say to pile two, Spirit? Let's see. This is a beautiful reading, though, because honestly, this person really, I'm getting a lot of love. And if this is not person you want to be with, remember that this is their perspective. When it comes to you, you're their person in their mind, okay? That's why they're attracted to you. So I'm taking time to find myself again. This person, if you haven't been speaking to this person, or if there's some sort of challenge or conflict right now currently in your connection, not that you're not communicating, but if you feel like this person's energy is being pulled back, they could just be, again, kind of hermiting a little bit too, with the moon and the stars and, in their own world a little bit, trying to find themselves. I would even say ground themselves. They are just a distraction. Now, don't be scared of that. That I'm not getting third party. And even if there was a third party or something in their past that they're healing from, I'm getting more of the energy of why if they're not taking action, or if they seem blocked in some way. The distraction could just be them doing anything, or like work, business, constantly on social media, anything like that, just to distract themselves. We could speculate all day, but the third party doesn't necessarily mean one specific third party. Okay, so keep that in mind. And they may have to distract themselves because you're coming in heavy in their mind. I mean, the energy that they're super attracted to you, obviously, but it's like, it's not just the physical, it's spiritual, it's emotional. Okay. I loved you more than I let on. That sounds about right. I was getting that feeling that they're not really showing you, with the moon and the high priestess. That feeling of, you sense it, you might feel it, pal two, I'm talking to you, like you might sense it. And they do too, trust me, they do too. But it's also, they realize they haven't really been communicating it in some way, and they know that you notice it, but at the same time, they do feel that connection, that spiritual connection, okay? So let's get one more, and then we're gonna get your I miss us. Aw. Take a moment. Coming over, forget me not. So take that as it resonates, guys. If you need a little bit of a spark yourself when it comes to this connection, here you go. They really care about you. I'm sensing for a lot of you, it's love. It's love. You don't realize how perfect you are to me. Yeah, I do, with the Two of Cups, and just the energy of you being their star, the Empress, and even the Queen of Swords, like that knowing that they can't take their eyes off of you. You're strikingly beautiful. Someone not to ignore. The energy of someone that walks into the room and the room goes still. And it's like your person's like, whoa, what happened? Oh my God, it's because pile two walked in. Like that's just how they view you. Okay. So let's get into your Final oracle, and this is the time travelers. And Spirit, any message or advice, any additional detail? I don't know if it's coming through, but I'm getting lost in this energy. I feel like euphoric, blissful. I'm feeling really happy right now, and I'm getting that very strongly in this reading for you today, right now. So if I'm like kind of zoning into the cards, it's because I'm feeling this feeling that your person feels when they think of you, and it's otherworldly, guys. It feels really good. Okay, so let's see, time traveler spirit, what message or oh my god. Oi, it's love. All right, let me try that again. Thank you for understanding. Pile 2. Wow, this person, man, feels jumbled inside. And they have to focus. Okay, so we have Shaolin Temple, China. I love that because we did talk about Asia earlier. We got 15, and Asia is huge. I mean, there's so many countries in Asia. And like I said, I'm half Asian. So, but I will tell you this, card number 15, that could represent the devil energy. You know, one of the things I'm getting from this reading too is what they find attractive about you is so intoxicating that they can't get you out of their mind, to the detriment of their own day-to-day business. I feel like they're really having a difficult time, which is might be why they might not be taking action. But I think what they don't realize is them not taking action is creating this. Either way, this could also be advice for you, but I think it's a strong message for them that they are trying to focus. And something about fighting. They may feel like they have to fight for you now. I'm getting for some of you. I'm also getting Wu-Tang for those of you that like hip hop. I grew up listening to hip hop, so that could mean something for some of you. Or just, kung fu or karate or anything like that. That could be a message for some of you. Let's get one more. I love this deck. What does this person find attractive, or any advice? Anything you want to tell us? Wow, guys. Yeah, abundance. Card number 1, the ace. The energy of the ace. The hanging gardens of Babylon. Growth. Yeah, that is what I'm feeling in this reading a lot. The blossoming of like a star that just burst into the sun. This feels otherworldly. This feeling I've been getting, it's very euphoric. I feel like I took ecstasy or something. Which I didn't. Don't worry. I'm not on anything like that. All right, and then we have magic. Yeah, it feels very magical, guys. All right, this is where we're going to leave your reading, but it's on a really beautiful, magical note. This person feels so much abundance and is guided towards you. I do believe they're manifesting you. You are a dream come true to them. You're a wish fulfillment. And if they haven't showed you, they want to. They feel that they have to prove it to you now. And it's card number 26, magic, the golden cup, something to be won. And what is this? Glastonbury, Britain. Wow, we're all over the map here, guys. And I love it. I would love to go to England. I studied literature, and that's the one country I haven't been to. Planning on it though, and so is this person. Wow, I am excited for you. I got lost in this energy, guys. Forgive me. I hope you're okay with that, because this is just very beautiful. It's very euphoric. It's very nostalgic. It's just really like someone keeps getting zapped. And that's your person when they think of you, okay? That's where we're leaving this. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hey, everyone, and welcome to your reading, Pile 3. If you chose this really pretty turquoise stone, agate stone, and or if you chose the Enchanted Forhaxa tarot deck, then this is your reading today. And let's get into it, pile 3. So we're asking today, what do they find attractive about you? It's been really beautiful so far. So I'm excited to see what details comes for you of what this person might find attractive physically, how they view you. Also, if there's a spiritual connection, see if they sense it or feel it or is attracted to you in a spiritual way, emotional way, or even just like personality characteristics that you may have that just turns them on, I guess. Whether they see you in person or you cross their mind, I want to see what details comes through. So thank you so much, Spirit, for coming through today. Always thank you so much for coming through for the energy of pile 3. Tuning in and connecting with the energy, the person on pile 3's mind. Person on pile 3's mind, the current person on pile 3's mind, Spirit. What do they find attractive about pile 3? Person on pile 3's mind. Okay. So we have the Queen of Earth. Now Earth is Pentacles. And by the way, I was going to say this is our first Queen. And whether you're male or female, take it as it resonates, but this is the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So Queen of Pentacles could have the energy of Capricorn, but there is a little bit of fire in the Queen of Pentacles, and that comes through as Sagittarius. You can see the little glow above this Queen's head. So Queen of Pentacles, they find you very sexy and attractive, powerful in some way. You might be professionally sound. They may know you through business. We have the Two of Earth coming up. They're getting pulled towards you in some way. You're coming through as the butterfly. We see a butterfly. And we see what looks like a spider with 6 arms. A woman represented as a spider. And it's raining below her. But even just with the butterfly, and that's where she's facing, something about you is they may have seen you change in some way, or something like a glow up. Maybe you've had a glow up recently. That could be for some of you. All right, let's keep going. Spirit, what do they find attractive? So we have the 5 of Air, 5 of Swords coming up in reverse. Wow. They may feel that you attract others. There could be some conflict or challenges in you might have more than one suitor or more than one person that is looking in your direction. I feel this person finds that a little bit attractive. They may find it very challenging too, because they're not sure how you feel about it. Being admired, I should say. We got the 6 of Fire. I love it. Fire energy. This person is finding you very sexy. And I'm getting fire energy now. And this is the 6 of Wands, okay? So we have this little arch in the background. You could have very beautiful hair. You could also dress to their liking. I feel that you might dress in a lot of colors, or you might put some time and effort in making sure that you are polished and styled in some way. It could also be subtle, like a hint of color for some of you. Wow, I got that message strong. So we also have a wingspan and the energy of taking flight, of success. 6 of Wands represents triumph. So what do they find attractive about you? They know that you are of value. You must be successful in something that you do. Also, I'm getting the energy that they feel you are a good choice, I don't want to say that they view you as an option because I don't think that's the case. The energy, though, is they may see themselves as an option. And when they view you, they know that it would be successful. Like you're top notch in their mind, is kind of what I'm getting with this Six of Fire. What else, Spirit? What else did they find attractive about Kyle? The Chariot. Wow. You might take decisive movement. They may see you. I'm really getting you might work with this person, guys, but if not, don't let that derail you. Only take what fits, okay? But some of you might work with this person and they might see you in a very successful way, leading some sort of something, group, project, something like that. But for those of you that don't work with this person, I'm getting the energy that they view you as a go-getter, someone that takes life by the tail, that moves forward with action, aligned action. They see you as someone that's not lazy. And they really, really are attracted to that. Whether they are the type of person that is, they might be lazy. I don't know, but they view you as a go-getter. Queen of Pentacles, too, has the energy of stability, consistency, loyalty, a very, I would say a classy look, a physical look. Something that is admired. Someone that is admired, okay? That could also be inspiring, I'm getting. Two of Earth, Spirit, what do they find attractive about Calvary? Whoa, the Lovers. Now, we do see three fairies. This is the Enchanted Forhaxa, so we're going to get a lot of fairies and different creatures. But I will say these fairies look like they have a lot to talk about. This is a major arcana. This is our second major arcana. Just to backpedal, we got the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. It's in the moon. I mean, it's in the sign of the moon. I don't know how you would say that. I gotta practice my lingo. Either way, it's moon energy, okay? And then we got the Lovers, and it's card number 6, and it's Gemini, Mercury energy. House of Mercury, I guess maybe you would say. I don't know. So the idea of decision making, I'm getting again that they view you as someone that could really attract different options, different partners, and you would make sound decisions. They might see you as someone that is very social as well, that is someone that is beloved by many. You're an admirer, like people admire you. I really do feel like they view you in that way, okay? And they find that very attractive. You might, I don't know, this might not be for everyone, okay? But some of you might be online showcasing yourself in some way on social media, and they see how people respond to you. That could be a message for a few of you. That is a very specific message, but I got that strongly for some of you. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that you might be in the spotlight in some way. Okay, that they just find very attractive. We want to get both of these. No, I wasn't feeling it, guys. All right, let's see. You might have an effortless appeal to you as well. I'm getting. All right, what else, Spirit? What do they find attractive about Calvary? Could you tell us? Queen of Air. Ooh, we're getting two queens. So they're looking at you in multiple ways, okay? So now you could be male. This is just the energy that is showing me of how they specifically view you, okay? Now, the Queen of Air is someone who is in charge. The queen bee. I mean, this is showing up as a bumblebee. I love bumblebees. The abundance of a bumblebee, the honey that they produce when you get them, or when they are at work. They have honey to look forward to. So the idea of you have a hard outer shell. You might be very physically and also just personality wise business oriented, are very confident in some regard. You could have an air of mystery too, a little bit, okay? But something about you is always busy. They may think you're distracted with other things. That's a turn on for them. Okay. Why is the Six of Fire here? What else do they find attractive about pile three, Spirit? Three of Fire. Ooh. Coming up in reverse, which is the Three of Wands. This feels like someone wanting to take action, closing some sort of space. You and this person might be together right now. You might have a successful connection right now with this person. And they see you. They see you in your best light. That's a really beautiful. Wow. Ooh. Now this is where the fire is, okay? Ace of Fire. A new beginning, a new creative spark. They are super passionate about you. You're driving them insane. Because for this to be at the bottom of the deck energy, it's like I would even say like it hit them very suddenly. Like they notice details of you. This is the energy, guys, okay? That they notice little by little some of the details of you. Like it took time for it to unfold. The Queen of Earth is slow movement, and I feel like that's kind of where they were in their attraction towards you. It was slow to develop, but then it's hitting them hard right now, if that makes sense. So even with the Queen of Earth, like that slow forward pace of getting to know someone, the layers, like an onion being peeled, they view you as someone that is consistent and someone that they want to give and provide consistent energy toward because you're deserving of that. I'm getting that they really do value you, they really do respect you. Something about how you dress too, the energy of just always put together, very polished. Your hair is always done. You know, man, woman, doesn't matter. If you're a woman, you always have your hair up to standards, you know, like it just looks polished. Men too, you don't slack off on going to the barber or whatever. You know, it's like one of that energy of they just view you as someone that keeps themselves in check. And that is super attractive and sexy to them. It makes them, it drives them wild, and it like burns a fire under them, makes them want to come forward. It makes them very turned on. I don't know. Am I allowed to say horny? It makes it really horny. Okay. So Two of Earth is, and the Lovers. Okay. Wow. So they're viewing you. They know what they want. They're focused on you and they see you. They might be watching you from afar or through social media, something like that, where whatever it is that you are showing to the world, or if you do work with this person, they may see it in action in some way, guys. And again, some of you might already be with this person. And if that's the case, the way you live your life and meet up with your friends and go on dates with them, and like the way you balance things is something that they love. I'm also getting very passionate about this too, okay? They like to watch you, is the energy, okay, guys? So, and they like watching you flourish. Like, I feel like they view you as someone to be looked at, okay? Wow. So, now with the Five of Air and the Queen of Air, your confidence in navigating others, I do feel like they view you as someone that turns people down, maybe, but also that they want to fight for you. They want to break your shell. They want to find the honey or get to the honey because they know you're sweet inside, but you might not show that or showcase yourself in that way or represent yourself in that way to just anyone. It also feels like they're getting the energy that they want to fight. They want to compete because you're the queen to go after, you know? They want you to land on them. You know, they want you to land on them. And they don't want you to sting them either. And that's the thing. They want to find your honey. They want to get to your honey. So we have the 6 of fire and we have the 3 of fire. So they might view you as someone they could be successful with as well as a future. This feels a little bit like a marriage arch, full of passion too. The energy of them headed toward an opening when it comes to you, a successful consummation of where you two are at, maybe even physically. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. You know, they really value this. If you and this person are already physical, they are super turned on, even just thinking about it. Okay. Now, if you are not, that is kind of what they want. They are really attracted to you passionately. You know, with the ace of fire coming up at the bottom, it's like that's what they're headed toward. That's what they're guided toward. They're being led by their passion. However, they are looking at you, and then we got the sun as someone that can make them happy and stable too. I do feel like you're gonna bring the balance that they're looking for. And I don't think they're going to come to you as the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Earth is coming through. Whether they're man or female, take it as resonates. And even in this deck, the Knight is represented as a female creature or fairy. So Knight of Earth, Pentacles, is the energy of how they want to move when they're thinking of you. Because if they're looking at you as the Queen of Earth and Air, they got to be logical. They don't want to scare you off. They don't want to turn you off either, you know, by coming in too strong. They're getting the sense that if they don't come in respectfully and take their time with you and cultivating a slow burn, like even this ace of fire, it's notice how this person still has to walk down a path just to get to the opening, another opening. That could sound, you know, take it as it resonates. Where did this come from? Oh, and then the sun energy. That could be Leo. That could be more fire energy. Let's get into your oracle. Let me double check. Is there any? This is really. This could be a new connection with someone, or you and this person could be dating for a while, or be lovers of some kind, physical. Either way, it feels very fun, and this person can't take their eyes off of you. I'm going to give this one more shuffle in my lap. We're going to do it sideways. It's a bigger deck. And I want to see what this. I don't want to see what the lovers. I want to make sure. How do they view you? 7 of Earth, 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this could be someone that you and them don't have a solid foundation yet, but that is something that they want to change, perhaps. I'm getting that message. I would like to find out 3 of Fire. Why is the 3 of Fire here, sir? The Wheel of Fortune, yeah. They want to start something with you. They felt guided toward you guys. And even the energy of, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is card number 10. It's Pisces energy in Jupiter, sign of house of Jupiter, which is the subconscious. Maybe even subconsciously getting signs from spirit. May not even understanding, you know, with the 3 of Fire being in reverse, they may be a little confused of how to get success or why they want success with you. There might be a little bit, but they're okay. Sorry, guys, I fumbled that one, but the energy is coming in really strong of spirit, is what I'm saying. That they are guided towards you because they think it's meant to be, or you just fell in their lap in some way. I don't know. You crossed their path in a meaningful, direct way in some way, which is why for some of you it might be through work, where it was hard to miss this person. They feel like you are hard to miss. Something about it being you being guided toward them. Okay, I'm going to move on because I think I'm saying the same thing over and over, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. Queen of Fire. Ooh, another representation of what this is, the passion. Especially if you and this person are already physical. I'm getting the energy that they view you as just a beautiful, sexy, gorgeous person. You light them on fire when they see you or think of you guys, okay? Bottom of the deck energy is the Hanged Man in reverse. This could also be them being stuck in their head about you. Now, this is a major arcana. And the Hanged Man is card number 12. It's Pisces energy again. Getting some Pisces energy. And look at that, like this person is in La La Land. Okay? So this person, you might sense that they are really focused on you right now. They may be lusting after you. I am getting a little bit of lust, okay? I will be honest. And whether that's a bad or good thing, it might not be a bad thing because take lust as it comes. I don't know. It depends on your connection and what how much, because I do feel like they do respect you. If they view you as the Queen of Earth, there is a sense of them looking at you in a serious way. This could also represent offering you some sort of commitment, and commitment could mean a lot, but what I'm getting from this energy is consistency. This doesn't feel this feels more beginning than it does feel too developed or too strong yet. We do have a few major arcana, but the major arcana that's coming up is telling me that this could be very passionately led right now. And that feels like the honeymoon phase. So that could be for some of you, okay? Let's get the divine animal. What do they find attractive about you, pile 3? What animal do they view you as? What other clues, Spirit, could we see for pile 3? The person on pile 3's mind. How do they view pile 3? No leopard. How do they view pile 3, Spirit? I just want one card, please. Do they find attractive? Pile 3. What animal best represents pile 3 and how they view or find pile 3 attractive? Okay. Sea turtle. Aww. Slow and steady. This could be them building emotion too. So we have 8, which is strength, sun energy, Leo energy. We did get sun energy earlier. And it says serenity. I'm sorry, stability. And that's what we got with the Queen of Earth. So you could have a hard shell that they want to break. And maybe passionately, in the passionate sense. Wow. Bull. Full charge ahead. I'm sacrifice. Ooh. 40. Feels like Taurus energy. So just to go back to sea turtle, like them wanting to get to the honey. Look at how someone is riding on this sea turtle's back. They know you have a soft spot inside. Take that as a resonance. So bull. They want to charge forward. Dude, this is card number 40. Take it as it resonates. 40 could mean something. 4, the emperor energy. 0, the fool. Sacrifice them. I don't know. That could mean a lot or nothing, that it could just be the energy of the bull. But even just now that I say that, sacrifice could just be how they feel what they would want to give toward you. I mean, you're coming through as 3 queens, guys. The one queen that is missing is the Queen of Cups, love, emotion. So that could be something that they are wondering about, but they might be sacrificing. I'm getting the energy of someone considering making this a committed connection. They're getting epiphanies. But the bull energy I'm also getting a physical representation as well. Someone coming in very strong. Also, just reminds me of Chicago Bulls. Shout out to the Bulls fans, whether you're from Chicago or not. Uh, so that being said, let's get into the flower. Whoa. Now, if they're looking at you as the bull, they may see that you might be stubborn in some way. Again, with the turtle being here and the bull, you might be hard to break open. You might be very difficult to get to the honey spot. So, if you haven't been physical with this person and you're making this person wait, it's driving them crazy, guys. And they love it. It's turning them on. The anticipation, okay? The slow, steady pace. They like that. Okay, let's see. What flower? Ooh, blossoms of wisdom. What flower are they looking at you or viewing any messages? Let's get one more. Okay. So magnolia. Ooh, two flowers, pinks, soft pink, like a rose gold pastel. It says dignity, reflection, mirroring. They might know you feel the same, or maybe we got carnation. Ooh, opulence, gracefulness. That's the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. And just someone that is delicate but strong. You know, look at that. Okay, let's get our last flowers. Passion, not surprise, and sunflower, not surprise. Wow. The irony of these two coming out together. I've seen these two together before. And this to me, now that I've been working with this deck for, I would say a while now, this together is like a burst of energy. This person is feeling tongue twisted, number one, but also like extremely passionate about you physically, guys. I'm going to be honest. And I also feel that they are willing, because I'm getting also happiness and joy. And yes, it is led by physical and wanting you, you know, especially if they don't have you right now. But even if you are physical with this person, that's driving them too. Either way you look at it, okay? But they want, they feel very positive with you, okay? But their growth is really, you know, blooming and blossoming when they are thinking about you guys, okay? Now, awareness and mysteries come through too, and that could be the Queen of Air. That could also be the Queen of Wands. You know, a little bit of mystery, like you might be tempering your passion better than they are, is the energy, and that is driving them wild too. You got it going on in their minds. So let's get some messages. Now I'm curious, what would they say to you? What messages are coming through of what that could tell us of what they find attractive about you, possibly. So Spirit, what could you tell us? Ooh, I can't imagine a life without you. They can't stop daydreaming about you. You're bringing them a lot of happiness, guys. Watching you move on is killing me, but I want what is best for you. Now, this might not be for everyone. This could just be for someone specific, but for those of you that are distancing yourself from them, you know, again, if they're coming in hot and strong, and you might be using discernment, like, is this person just in it for the physical? They may see you blocking them in some way, or being a little bit more in control and confident in the energy that you're putting forth in this connection or toward them. So that could represent, I'm getting the message that could represent for a lot of you. So if that's the case, they're sensing it. It's making them even more crazy about you. I will tell you that. You don't realize how perfect you are to me. Yeah. And this one, I am coming in to show you a better version of me. Okay, they may want to show you. If you're coming in as three types, like a lot of different angles, they're looking at you in as being amazing, with three of the queens being represented for you and their viewpoint. Whether you're man or woman, by the way, pile three, take energy as it resonates. The queens are more in their divine as far as you're relaxing. You don't have to work so hard. You don't have to put that much effort. This is all coming to you, is the energy, okay, with the queens. So that being said, I want to rebuild our connection. So I do feel like this person hasn't stopped thinking about you, wants to start talking or communicating with you. For those of you that there is some sort of disconnect or separation or challenge that you are facing currently in this connection. However, those of you that are maybe dating, this is new, but you're not giving 100% yet, and they're coming in stronger, I would say. They may want to fix it or rebuild it or direct it in a better way. Okay, now that's a message for some of you. So let's get to our last oracle. I want to see what time traveler messages come through for your reading of what this person finds attractive about you. What's going to come through? Are any messages for pile three? This energy, Spirit, thank you so much. Let's see. Ooh, this came for pile two. I like that. Abundance. Now, immediately we're getting a number one, which could be a fresh beginning, a new start. For some of you, this could be an offer. Like I said, I'm getting a lot of you might be dating this person. It might be beginning. And there is a feeling of abundance and of excitement. And you could both be feeling it. This is the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Also, the energy of the Hanging Man, just because of the language. So take that as it resonates for those of you that are not pushing this in a fast pace. If this is like a slow development, like even just the gardens, the imagery of flowers slowly blooming, but before you know it, you look and they're completely blossomed. You might miss it. So it's like teetering in between that energy of feeling that abundance and the blossoming and growth of something, but also tempering it in some way. Wow, that came through strong. What else, Spirit? That's too many, guys. There's too many. Spirit, maybe one, two at most. Okay. Breakthrough. Ooh. Outer space. Initially, this person is in La La Land about you. They're in outer space. The moon landing. This also feels like Cancer energy. It's card number 5. Also feels like the Hierophant energy. Looking at things from a different angle. Hierophant could be someone breaking down or reestablishing different ways or belief systems. And with the word breakthrough, this person could be, almost breaking through their own feelings when it comes to you. They're finding you very physically attractive. They're very passionate. Maybe the breakthrough they're getting is starting to wonder or think or have those moments that this could be something more, because it's feeling very abundant for them when they are thinking of you. They're very attracted to this energy that they are feeling in this connection or with you in general. Now, if you are at a distance, this person is having breakthroughs, guys. This person does want to land on your moon and like post the flag there. Wow. Bottom of the deck, energy flow. Okay. So card number 14, and this is temperance. Yeah. Someone is tempering this. I'm getting more of the energy that might be you, and that could be a message from spirit, like keep this steady. Keep going at this steady pace. Don't rush in. Let the current take you. Don't let it sweep you away. Look at how calm the imagery is. And the passionate energy of the sun. Also, the River Nile, Egypt is giving, that meaningful connection. It could be a spiritual connection, and that could be where the breakthrough is for some of you. Take it as it resonates, but I think the majority of you know that this needs to be tempered. There is a lot of passion, there is a lot of chemistry that this person is feeling toward you, and I am getting fast movement from them with the chariot and them just viewing you as this all, and they're stuck too. They're viewing you in this all powerful way with the three queens, and they're on fire for you. They can't stop. They have to temper the devil. The devil's coming up under that. And they do want to manifest. You, I believe, it's happening for them really fast. For you, I think you are more in your consciousness, in your soul, where you are able to take a step and be like, no, we need to temper it. We need to pace this. So that's really the advice, perhaps. But I'm getting really good energy. This person is very attractive to you. But if you're wondering if it's only passionate, I believe that this person is finding other things about you that is making them attracted. It's just you in general, though. It's not just them wanting to be physical with you. Even though that's what they're being led with right now, they might be evolving. Their perspective might be evolving, changing. Once they get past some of their energy or focus, okay? Which right now, again, is the physical. But I will tell you, the abundance, the feeling of a new beginning, a fresh start is really resonating strong in this reading. So I hope that makes sense and resonates with you guys. So let me know if it does, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.